What's up guys, it's Black Ops, and I know it's been a while since I put any new content out, and I do apologize for the delay, and to all the people that have been asking me where the new stuff's at, thanks so much for your patience. What I've got for us today is a full unboxing and review of the Razer Mamba mouse for PC. So we're going to take a look at some specs, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get right into it, check it out. Alright, so let's get right into this box here. I'm just gonna cut the bottom tape. Alright, so this is actually held together with a little magnetic flap here. It's a nice little expensive touch that you're paying for. And of course, when you unbox anything Razer, you have a very clean, nice looking presentation. You have a lot of information about the company here, and then of course the packaging here, which is got the Razer logo there in the center. Alright, so wow, nice little tin box with the Razer logo there. So that's nice. I'm going to set this box out of the way for a little while. Alright, so let's pop the top off of it, and voila! So some nice foam here to make sure that your product doesn't get damaged. More information about the company, a nice little welcome letter from Razer, especially if this is your first purchase like me. This is my first Razer purchase. So it's a nice little touch. And this guy right here, Mr. Tan, he does actually a lot of really neat stuff on social media. If you're not following him already on like Instagram, or Facebook, things like that, I recommend you do. They do giveaways, but he's a very personable person and has a lot of neat stuff on there. Alright, so here it is, the Razer Mamba. This is the wireless edition of this mouse, and I wanted something that would give me the ability to recharge, but also have the performance of a very nice mouse, and all the colors and all the features. So, let's see. Welcome to the cult of Razer. I didn't sign up to join a cult, I don't think. But...
Good afternoon and welcome. What?
I said good afternoon and welcome.
That's okay. So we got some stickers, some packaging, quick start guide, information about the Mamba itself. It's probably going to have some, very technical details that I don't need to know anything about. Now, one thing about this mouse is that it does have a lot of different settings and features. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, so you can actually change the weight and pressure of each switch on here. So that's kind of a cool feature. I'm going to get into it and check that out after a while. Alright. Now, we have the charging base stand here, and this is really neat because it actually is built for desktop setups. So that's another thing. This isn't really a travel mice. This is made for gaming desktop PCs that have desktop setups, and that way your mouse isn't going anywhere. But this is going to be the charging cradle, and this thing actually has chroma lighting all the way around it. So I'm very excited to get this set up. Alright, and here we have the optional charging cable. So this is going to be like a play and charge kind of kit. So you can actually use the mouse while you're charging if you prefer to do that, if you prefer to use this instead of the cradle. And for those gamers out there that just love the idea of having a plugged up mouse for the performance and the option or the additional input lag reduction. Even though these wireless mice have come a long ways, some people really like a wired mouse, and you can still have that with this here. Alright, here's the actual mouse itself. Alright, that's it guys. This is the Black Mamba, or no, this is the Mamba, I'm sorry, the Razer Mamba Chroma Wireless. So, nice little form factor. It's going to actually have the chroma lighting all through here, and as well around the scroll wheel. Now, something about this mouse that one of the features that it doesn't have from its predecessor is that In the past, this logo here would actually do chroma, and it would light up. What they've done, because I guess to keep the simplicity for wireless sake, they've actually removed that feature. So you just have the chroma on the sides here and the scroll wheel. But and so that's just a different texture, but it's still nice. You got a couple of click buttons on the side, and you've got a DPI adjustment here as well. So this is going to be really interesting. I can't wait to try it out. And so that's it for the unboxing. That's pretty much everything. Nice little tin case. Obviously very, very nice production value on the packaging. So I'm going to try it out, spend some time with it, and let you guys know what I think. First off, let's just get the obvious out of the way and talk about the physical features of this mouse. Now, it's obvious that it's a very nice mouse. It's sporty but sophisticated in its design and simple with enough features to do what you need it to do, and then some, but we'll get to that in a moment. The chroma lighting effects look absolutely amazing on this mouse. The colors are vibrant and consistent, and they flow together very nicely and add the right flair to any desktop. Both sides have a nice grippy surface, which will keep this mouse securely in your hand, and it's obviously designed for a right-handed user. However, it didn't feel terrible in my left hand when I tried it out. Then again, I'm not a lefty, so who knows, continuous left-handed use with this mouse may cause your wrist to spontaneously explode. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Besides the mouse, the charging stand is really nice as well. Some people may not like having the added piece on their desk, but I actually liked it. The additional chroma lighting is a nice feature, and the base is fairly simple looking in design, so it's not very obtrusive. But if someone doesn't like this thing sitting in plain sight, it can be moved to a less noticeable location. But it should be noted that the charging station is also the wireless receiver for the mouse, so hiding this thing too much may give you a poor wireless experience. I didn't test it for range or anything like that, but the general consensus is that if you elevate it too much above or below the mouse, the wireless feature can be a little spotty, so just be mindful of that. Now for some technical jargon. The sensor in this mouse is actually referred to as a 5K sensor by the Razer company. It's very advanced, supposedly. It boasts a 16,000 DPI sensor, which has the ability to be adjusted and tracked by up to just 1 DPI at a time. And that's pretty insane, as if you have done your research on mice. If you use it wired, you can actually adjust the lift off and cut off distance, and according to the spec, that feature is as precise as 0.1 millimeters in thickness. And that's just a little obsessive if you ask me, but anyways, I'm sure somebody appreciates that. It features adjustable click force, which obviously lets you adjust the amount of force or pressure that it takes to actually click down on the left and right mouse buttons. This feature looks good on paper, but in execution there's actually little to no difference in the click force when it's adjusted all the way up or all the way down. So cool little feature to talk about, but one that you'll probably never use. As far as the response time, I can tell you that this thing really excels as a wireless gaming mouse. It touts a 1 millisecond response time, and believe me when I say that for a wireless mouse, it's as close to 1-to-1 response time as you're probably going to get in a wireless gaming mouse. And as I stated earlier, it can be used as a wired USB mouse if you need that extra performance. But if somebody does use the Mamba as a wired mouse, it's probably going to be because of the battery life and not the response time. Speaking about battery life, with the lights at normal settings, the estimated lifespan is about 18 hours of continuous gaming on one charge. But of course, that's all subjective, I suppose. The charge time is about 5 hours on a fully depleted battery. So just something to keep in mind. As far as the software goes for this mouse, like all Razer products, peripherals, this runs off the same Synapse software. Synapse software. I'm sure I don't have to go into a huge amount of detail about it. It's highly in-depth with the ability to create and import different profiles. You can sync lighting based on certain games, as well as the ability to create macros and map all the different buttons to specified tasks, which is really cool. The software, using the software, that's what allows you to program and customize the chroma lighting, as well as the different DPI settings of the mouse. It's got a lot of cool features. And if you own a Razer product, you already know about all this, but if this is your first like me, just be ready to be a little overwhelmed with all the features, but in the end, grateful that you have access to them. And all in all, it's a pretty neat experience and a lot of different customization options to have. Finally, the performance. How does this thing really perform? Truthfully, really well. I haven't actually gotten used to the contour of it just yet. I have larger hands.
Man hands?
The hands of a man.
But it's very light in my hands, very easy to move around the mouse pad, and the form factor actually encourages me to use a more competitive grip, somewhere kind of between a claw grip and palm grip.
Yeah. Oh, take my hand. Ah, come on.
But couple that with the extremely accurate sensor and adjustable sensitivity, and you've actually got a great gaming mouse. In the course of editing this video, I found myself kind of missing the extremely comfortable Logitech G602 series that I use, or that was my daily driver before I got this. But I can easily see myself getting used to this one in the near future. Alright, so what's my final verdict on the Razer Mamba? I really like the chroma. I really like the features of it, the sensitivity, the different adjustments in the software. Overall, it's a really great product, a really great mouse that anybody would really enjoy. Something I don't like, it's very expensive. I'm a pretty thrifty shopper when it comes to most things, so I don't like overpaying. I feel like this is probably a little overpriced, but I'm sure that that's nothing. Saying that is nothing new to most consumers, because everybody knows that Razer products in general tend to be overpriced. But for the it's really cool for the features. I did get this on sale, so that wasn't a big loss. If I could somehow incorporate this form factor with these features and the different lighting effects, then to me you'd probably have the perfect mouse. I don't mind the weight of this, but I do love the form factor. Just the feel of this mouse is incredible. It's the Logitech G602 series, and if you're looking for something that's less than this, but still a great mouse with a lot of features, then there's nothing wrong with this mouse. But if you want something with a lot of good lighting effects to match your setup, something that's going to be a little bit lighter and a lot more sensitive when it comes to video games, then you're probably going to want to go with a Razer product, but that's why it's Razer. So that's pretty much my quick rundown of the different products and features and the unboxing of the Razer Mamba. Thanks for joining me again. My apologies for not putting out a lot of content recently, but I promise you I'm back on the upswing. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and chat us up in the comments below. And until next time, Black Ops out.